about us, also about yourself. But before we start, I just want to ask you please to put your phone on silent, keep them in your pocket, you know, just a regular. And well, I hope you'll enjoy, and it is such a great pleasure to see you here today. Enjoy.
Who am I? I'm a curious guy. What's the most important thing in your life? In mine, it is experience, of course, new experience. I always try to add new things to my life. Very recently, I received a job offer to move to Prague. I see this as a good opportunity to seek something new and leave my comfortable zone. The most exciting part about moving to Prague is that presumably I will meet a lot of new and interesting people.
Who am I? I'm a person who postpones decisions until the last moment. Look familiar? Stay at your old job or not? Take a risk and quit or not? Move to another country or not? Everybody has asked himself such questions at least once. How do I make the right choice? There are times in my life when I need to make a decision. To be honest, such moments put me in a very difficult position. I'm getting nervous. I postpone my decisions until the last moment, and I hope that the relevance of making a choice disappears. But I understand why it is so difficult to make a decision, because we live in a social media world. Every day we look at beautiful pictures, read a lot of information, and we have a huge number of opportunities. I open my news feed and internet suggests an exciting trip to the sea, a beautiful dress, or even foreign language courses. And I want them all. That's why it's so difficult. There are some ideas, though, on how to make the decision easier. But I like the Occam's razor theory. According to this, when people have several ways of solving one particular problem, they should choose the most simple one. It's logical, isn't it? But is it so simple and easy in practice? Of course not. I have worked as a project manager for 4 years, and the most simple way of finding a job for me here is looking for the same position. But I realized that I want to have a more creative job. So I've created new challenges for me. And I postponed the Occam's razor theory for my future choices.
Moving abroad is quite a challenge. It's complicated, it's messy, it's scary. It's really, really scary. Can I ask you guys, where do you come from? Can I ask you, where are you from?
Kazakhstan.
Sorry?
Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan, okay. You? From Vietnam. You see, just in this small room, we have so many different people. And, well, here we are, all together. When we move abroad, we might feel a bit alone. But truth is, we are always surrounded by other people who might just feel as lonely as we feel. But ultimately, it's also an adventure that we live together in our own unique ways. Well, I hope I'll give you some food for thought. I like to be just as surprised by everyone else by what just comes out of my mouth. It's hard. It's hard to be a person. It's hard to exist in a new place. But we are all doing our best.
In the life of every person, especially women, there are a lot of turning points, misunderstandings, resentment, and indignation against their husbands. I think every woman goes through this. When a woman becomes a mother, your views on life, understanding, and responsibility change. Moms start to worry more, think more, and must work harder. Now mothers don't just have to think about themselves, but also about their children and the family. This is a significant job, and not an easy one. If you think it is difficult, it will be difficult. But if you approach it positively and follow a plan, women manage to do everything. Household chores, self-development, personal care, and so on, and might even continue working within their professions. Life is neither straightforward nor overly complex. We begin to understand this as we grow up and become adults. There is one film, and in it you'll find one poignant saying: real life begins after your 40s. I think it means at 40, you start analyzing and understanding your parents. You comprehend the meaning of life. This understanding helps you to make fewer mistakes and not to get upset over everything. At this point, you accept life as it is. I've been reading a lot, and after listening to stories of other people's lives, I have come to understand one crucial thing. In order to be happy, we must learn to be grateful, to forgive, and to love.
Hey, you! Looks like you were having a moment. Thought I'd come by and brighten it up a bit. What about your house? Flat? Do you have some place to live?
Yes, I do. I have a big house to live.
Job? Do you have a job? Something you enjoy doing?
Yes, of course.
Do you travel? Visit other countries?
Of course I do. I like traveling.
Well, don't underestimate yourself. You're smart. You're not dumb. You're healthy. You are a self-developed person. So, your rating is 5.
I guess you're right.
You're the best.
Thank you.
You ready for that coffee?
Of course.
Let's go.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, goodbye. Identity often comes with multiplicity. You can be a woman, but you can also be black. You can be a black mom, a black sister. You can be black from Spain, you can be from Guinea, from Morocco, from anywhere. You know, being a person is sometimes like being a soup, where you have all of those ingredients, and they make you a soup. You're a soup. You're a soup, and you're a soup up there. Well, all soups, maybe. I don't know. But, you know, maybe...
That I can achieve anything and everything I want. But who am I? I grew up in Uzbekistan, in a country with a rich history and many ethnicities. You can meet everyone there. Uzbek, Tatar, Korean, Mongol, anyone. Yet, whenever I was asked this question, I couldn't give an answer. I couldn't simply choose one. If I chose Uzbek, then what about my Kazakh roots? And vice versa. All my life I felt different and I looked different. When I was a child, my eyes, my hair had a deep black color like my father's. But then later I grew up and I had Indian features. Back to my childhood. I don't know, now look at me, I don't know who I am. And then, since I grew older, I traveled a lot. I've met different people and I've heard their stories and I learned more about my ancestors. And today, I proudly present the combination of ethnicities in me.
How would you think? Red or white wine for this special occasion?
Why not both? We have reason to celebrate.
You'll be doing more than celebrating if you mix those two. Heroic. Heroic. It impressed me greatly. At that very moment, we were studying at the university the biography of Robert Burns, a Scottish poet, and his works. One of his poems was just relevant. He recited it to me a lot of times. I will recite it to you. A red, red rose by Robert Burns. Oh my love.
Okay. Okay. Ashley Frangipane once said in her song Good Morning, "Don't trust the moon. She's always changing." And the older I get, the more I relate to it. See, I don't know who I am. I feel like I might be a shade of purple, but I go through every shade of it, every nuance of it. So I might never have the answer, but do I need them?
Hello everyone. Now it's my turn to tell you a story. It appears that I was born to be a winner. No, it was not my parents' ambitions like me. But all my environment, every game, every school event, everything around me was organized to raise me as a winner. Even the terrible accident near my 4 years old, when I bet with my friend that I would climb higher than he, I won by the way. Only miracles saved my life. But lately, I was thinking more and more about that winner approach, not only mine. And it's becoming obvious to me that it does not work. I'll show you on a simple game example. I'd like to ask two volunteers to come to the stage. And now I have questions to the entire audience. What do you think is the maximum score you can collect in this game? You were 40? Only if you play with idiot or fools. Another variant? 30. Another guess? 20. Exactly. 20. And only through cooperation we can achieve this point. My favorite scientist, he was absolutely crazy by the way, proved this. I don't know why only crazy brain could see that this winner approach leads to nowhere. And my point here is only when the last winner dies individual us, we can make our world smile and breathe freely. And now, allow me to invite all our amazing actors. And let me invite to our improvising stage our director, Nate.
Thank you. I'm Olga. Thank you so much for being here. So I would like to remind you we are a group, a theater group, It's always open, it's free, and it gives the opportunity to people to actually express themselves. We are just a bunch of people who believes that we are all different religions, different people, different cultures, but we are all the same, we are all connected. And this is the basis we take in order to write our scripts. Our scripts, they are taken and used like we do, started from scratch. We don't take it from anywhere. It's our experiences, our lives abroad as expats, and we bring it here, and in order to bring it here, it takes a whole year for us. So thank you for being here, for taking part, and thank you. And I hope to see you again for our big event in December, where we will have a new script. Thank you.